Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another Conquerors Blade video. This time around we're going to be looking at some javelins. Now, JAVS are not really my favourite units. I don't enjoy playing JAVS, or at least I didn't enjoy playing JAVS until I actually started looking at these guys. And these guys that we're going to be looking at tonight are these boys here, the Javelin Sergeants. So I'm actually still working through and trying to get some decent doctrines on these guys, but even just having a couple of doctrines on these guys are genuinely amazing. They are so much better than I thought they would be. The damage they pump out is absolutely nutty, and I'm going to be going through and explaining the reasons why you want to be trying to get these boys pretty quick if you are looking at getting some JAV units. So before we start actually venturing in and looking at the unit itself, how to get these boys, you want to be on this page here, which is the very first one of the unit tree. Go all the way down, and then you've got to get to the Demesne Javelins first, then pick up this one. You do have to pick up the Javelin Militia as well, because both lines will actually lead to this one. Once you get both of these units, once you've obviously got these two nodes here as well, pick up all these two units and this node here, and that will allow you to unlock this node, which will then allow you to unlock the Javelin Sergeants. So I've not actually unlocked the nodes for defense yet, or the one that increases javelin ammunition. This one here, I can already tell you, would be very useful, because these boys, which are really one of the only kind of downsides to these boys, is they do run out of ammo very quickly, much the same as any kind of javelin unit, to be honest. Every javelin unit suffers the same kind of thing. They all suffer with a pretty short ammo range, pretty small ammo range, but the ammo they do have, if you manage to actually line them up somewhere and try and hit people either in the butts or in the flank, they do some disgustingly good damage. Now, just going through the all the stats and everything, the health and everything is pretty much what you expect from a ranged unit. They do have a little bit of melee prowess. Obviously they're not going to fare well against anything actually melee based, but they can hold their own a little bit against melee units. Their piercing is the main damage output, but they also use blunt damage as well when they actually go into melee, because they actually hit people with the shields. Piercing is the main thing that you definitely want to be focusing on though, so get piercing damage doctrines. Defenses, yeah, they're okay, they're nothing special, nothing really to write home about. So these guys are, they're very good at just out of close range, so mid-range, not as far as archers. They are very good at that mid-range point where actually they can, or you can actually tell them exactly where to put that javelin. These guys are fire resistant as well, so they actually do stand up pretty good against Zicolian militia and flamers and things like that. They also have shields as well, so obviously that is going to reduce a bit of range damage, which is usually does come their way, because they're definitely within range of archers most of the time. Best place to play these is in the urban map, so in siege battles. Now, if you are going to be going these units, you definitely want to be going top line. Top line is usually the damage line. There are a few units where that's not the case, but this is definitely the case for these guys. So all the way up through increases of the like the block break value, increases the critical value, increases javelin damage. Once you actually start getting over to here though, this is the #1 skill you want to be getting for these guys as quick as you can. This unlocks double shot, so you can actually use this skill, and the cooldown on it isn't actually too bad, but they will throw 2 javelins. So they'll throw the 1 javelin, then they'll throw the 2nd javelin, and then actually you can use their usual attack and throw a 3rd javelin all within 10 seconds, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And then once you get to this final point, it actually reduces the double shot cooldown by 15 seconds and changes the unit appearance as well. So definitely want to be getting this one. Definitely top line. Do not even consider going through the bottom line. It gives you no benefit really at all. You there is absolutely no point going down this line. You want the damage output from javelins, and these guys will definitely put it out very, very quickly. So throughout this video I have been showing you a bit of gameplay footage of these javelins and these guys in action. Like I said, they do suffer a little bit in close melee range, but if you keep them kind of mid-range, keep chucking those javelins, keep chucking them, getting them in, especially in the rear and the flanks, they do pump out some serious damage against people. So if you are looking at getting a javelin unit, get the Javelin Sergeants. You will definitely not regret it. These boys are definitely, I think so far, the best Javelin unit I have played. I am leveling up a couple of others in a minute just to see how they compare, but definitely you will not be upset about getting these boys. The only really big downside I would say is, especially when you get the double shot and you start using it, their ammo pool dissipates very quickly. So make sure that actually, when you are using these guys, you know where the nearest supply point is, so you can send these back, because you're going to have to, because it's not worthwhile sending them into melee after they run out of ammo. It is best to actually send them back to the supply point, pick up some more javelins, come back to the action, chuck all those javelins out again, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you have enjoyed this little in-depth look at the Javelin Sergeants. Definitely a underutilized unit which you just do not see about really at all in the battlefield. I hope to see a few more of these boys now after this video. Thank you very much, folks. Let me know who shall I review next. Leave me a comment down in the comments below of what unit you want me to review next. Going to be putting one of these videos out every single Sunday from this point forward, so there will be next week's video coming out on Sunday, just much like this one. Let me know down in the comments below which character or which unit you want me to have a look at next. Thank you very much for watching, folks. If you could hit that sub button, hit that notify button, share this video around, all that lovely fan-dooby-tastic stuff. And I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.